Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to the first look at the iconic Ford Falcon XB GT from Hachette. This is a new partwork that's just come out. I wasn't aware of it until I saw it in newsagents and thought I'd pick up the first issue to have a look through. It's not one that I'm going to be continuing a build of, but it is another 1/8 scale car. So yeah, it's another black car. So again, even less bother for me to do it. This is apparently the what they call it, the Post-Apocalyptic edition. I'm assuming it's based on some sort of Mad Max type thing. I don't know for sure. I haven't opened the magazine yet, so I don't know what it's going to say about it. But yeah, it's got headlights, suspension, all the normal stuff, opening doors, realistic details, which is always nice in a model kit, active steering, a remote control features. Obviously, for the features, it's quite nice having the remote rather than having to bend in and push the pedals, which is never that great. Realistic engine, police siren, and a blower belt sounds. I don't know what a blower belt sound is, but there we go. That's that. Do not miss the chance to build this one-of-a-kind model. Yes, if you do want to build it, then obviously the QR code there if you want to use that, or pop it to your local newsagents, or indeed go to Hachette. Reasons to subscribe, obviously same as ever, free gifts and cheap first issues and things like that. In the magazine it tells you all about that, which I shall go through the magazine anyway. Yes, if you do subscribe, then you get what do you get? A free issue, free binder, free plaque type thing, and a jerry can. Oh, it's a hip flask. That's interesting. Strange. Yes, subscribe now. HachettePartworks.com/Ford Falcon. If you go premium, you get a custom-made display case. And issue 2 is, let's say, slightly cheaper. Normally $10.99 an issue. This first one was $1.99. The second one is $6.99, and it looks like you get the third one free if as and when you subscribe. So let's have a look in the magazine itself. Quite thick, quite substantial, that magazine. And it's got the other stuff in it, which let's go through that first. Again, it's telling you to subscribe, collect from your newsagent, what you get free in the first pack. Free poster, tin poster, that's quite nice. Yeah, all the stuff there and the forms to fill in. And yeah. Right, so let's have a look at the magazine itself. Stage 1, the bonnet assembly. I shall build this momentarily. Bonnet's always a good indication of what's going ahead. It gets you a good idea of how the paintwork is and how it looks and everything else. So that won't take long to build, as ever. Instructions, quite detailed. Inner plate going on there with some screws. That's probably about it. Yeah, a couple of little detail pieces going on there as well. Not too much to worry about. Right, what have we got here? We've got 1973 Most Wanted Falcon. More looks like a Capri. Don't know. Falcon. Yeah, it looks very similar. I don't know. I'm assuming it's been used in things. It tells you what it's all about. Used in Gran Torino recently, 2008. Roots of custom cars. Interesting stuff if you're into that sort of thing. General Motors. I think General Motors became Ford. I could be completely wrong about that, but I could be completely wrong. Yeah, that's quite nice looking. It's a plane, isn't it? It just hasn't got any wings. But there we go. And obviously, as ever, it tells you what's coming in issue 2. Looks like the tyre and a screwdriver. I think you got a screwdriver in the first one. We'll have a look and see. What I will check, which I didn't bother looking at, is the bit that's in there. Assembly guide. I can't read what that is on the yellow one. But you've got cars on screen and custom made and designs for a new era. Oh, it's about the Ford Falcon, the yellow piece. Right, so let's clear this out of the way. Let's get this build done and then continue on. Okay, so this comes on a nice backed piece, obviously cardboard backing, as is normal for these first couple of issues. Can't open it up, but I'm sure it will. Much easier to open the packets when they come just as packets rather than in this backing. But there we go. That open from there. Then we can see what's on the inside. Don't need that anymore. Tip out those little bits first. Make sure you get all the little bits out. And then that will come out. And the screws. Interesting, no screwdriver. It's very unusual in these not to have a screwdriver in the first issue. I don't mind, because all the screwdrivers I've got enough of them. But a couple of packs of screws, a few little bits. And the inner piece that we're going to be fitting on. And this looks like it's got plastic inset to it already, but it might just be painted. Yeah, only a little bit of paintwork on there actually, but it's quite nice. Like no scratches or bubbles or anything. So yeah, that's about all there is to it. Not much to worry about on there. So yes, all we're doing really is going to be putting the plastic liner on the inside there. Multiple screws around there. I'll have to get my glasses on and see exactly what it says to do on that. But then we've got a couple of other bits to add to it as well. So let me read up, see what I'm going to be doing, and then we'll get to it and do it. Right, the first thing we're doing is fitting the lock to the plastic liner using two of the PS12 screws. Why we're starting with 12, I have no idea. But the lock goes in place like that. You can't really see much of this because there's obviously black going on to black, but that locates in there just like I did with the one screw, and the same on the other side. We'll hold that in place. There we go, another screw safe there. That just goes on there like that. And then the whole thing goes on there, and that is then using a screw, but then lots more. Yeah, so then that goes onto there, and it's held in place with several screws. I shall get those done behind the scenes and then see about the other bits. Okay, I completely forgot about the other big plastic bit that goes in there before this grill goes down on top of it. So I've taken out a few of the screws to get that in there. I shall now put it back together again. So we've got that through there with those two other screws on the corners. So there's basically one screw in each corner and the one in the middle that also holds that in place. It's easy. It's just even easier if you read the instructions. So there we have that. Just like that. Then we have a few other minor pieces to fit in. We've got our locking pin, which just goes into that hole there. Just like that. And that catches all that together. We've got these two, one of which I've already fitted into there, which just goes and pushes through the front of that. Thus, just goes through, a bit like that. Black on black is not the easiest of things to see and get lined up properly. Feels like it's there, but it's not. There we go. That's that. Then finally, we've just got these two grill pieces to fit in. They go into there They just sort of bend around to hold in place. 2 little tags that come out the back side there. Go through that. Once you get them in there, bend the ends round to lock it in place. Bit like that. And there we have it. That's it done. So it's got a nice little vents in there, and everything else just looking like it does. Obviously room for the engine to stick out the front there later. So that is that. That is the Ford Falcon XB GT. It's going to be a car basically. As I say, I'm not sure if it's from a film. It very much looks like Mad Max style-y without extra stuff, but I don't know. Maybe it will become clear. It seems strange that they're not branding it as a particular thing if it is, but it might not be. But if you want to build that, then feel free, follow along to Hachette. As I say, I'm not going to be doing any more of it than this first issue, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Do see other part works that I'm building in the channel, and I'll see you for more soon. Bye bye for now.